Mother's Day balloons and other items now mark the spot where 39-year-old Colencia Davidson was shot and killed a week ago last night. The mother of 10 and TDCJ Corrections Sergeant had just gotten home from a night out with friends when investigators say the man in this surveillance video shot her 12 times before leaving the scene with a gun in his hand. They quickly identified him as 44-year-old Thomas Sonnier, the estranged father of all but one of Davidson's children.
They say, when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. I wish I had. I wish I could go back and tell the younger version of me, you're worth more than this. But now I'm telling my story from the only place I have left, beyond the grave.
It was a shock. I never would have expected to get that type of phone call.
Cousin Sandra Davidson, who says Colencia was more like a sister, spoke with me on behalf of the family.
She loved her children. Her children were her top priority. Everything she did was for them. She was a good, positive person, laughed, got along with everybody.
Everybody except for Sonnier, who she was with for some 20 years.
They had a tumultuous relationship during that time.
Officials describing it as toxic during a recent court appearance.
My name is Colencia Davidson. I was 39 years old, a mother to 10 beautiful children, a corrections sergeant with the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, a daughter, a cousin, a classmate, a friend, and a woman who was finally trying to live life on her own terms. But I didn't get to. On Sunday night, May 4th, 2025, I was ambushed in my own driveway in Atascocita, Texas. I had just gotten home from a night out with friends. Nothing wild, just a breath of air, a break from the weight I'd been carrying. My babies were inside the house. My heart was light for the first time in a long time. I didn't know that the man I'd spent 2 decades with was hiding in my garage, waiting to kill me. His name is Thomas Sonnier. He's 44 years old and the father of 9 of my children. We'd been in a toxic, abusive relationship for years, the kind that chips away at you slowly until you're no longer sure what peace even feels like. I had finally made the decision to leave. I'd gotten promoted at work. I was doing food deliveries on weekends. I was building a future without him, for me and for my children. But freedom made him angry. And when I pulled into my driveway that night, he made sure I'd never leave him for good. As I got out of my friend's car, I saw him, gun in hand. My body went cold. I ran across the front yard barefoot and heart pounding as he chased me. Surveillance footage caught it all. Me running, him shooting. The first shot struck my body and I collapsed to the ground, but it didn't stop there. He stood over me as I lay there crying, begging, screaming for him to stop. I told him not to do it. I pleaded with him. And he pulled the trigger anyway. Again and again. A total of 12 bullets, the last few at point blank range. I died in my own yard, my children asleep just feet away inside the house. My cousin, who had just met me for the first time and was planning to see me again, found out the next morning that I was gone. She couldn't believe it. My family couldn't believe it. I was a woman who loved deeply, worked hard, and gave everything I had to my kids. I deserve more. I deserve to grow old. Now, my babies have no mother, and they don't have a father either, because he's sitting in jail on a $1 million bond. He didn't even show up to court. They said he was combative. That tracks. He always wanted to control everything, even in the end. The youngest of my children is just a toddler. Some of them are now staying with members of his family, while mine is fighting for custody. My cousin Sandra has been the voice for our family, sharing how much I love my kids, how everything I did was for them, how I just wanted peace and happiness. That's all I ever wanted, but I never got it. My family has set up a GoFundMe page to help with the funeral costs and, more importantly, to provide for the children I left behind. They didn't just lose their mom, they lost their home, their normal, their world. To my classmates from Willow Ridge High School, class of 2004, I see you showing up, sharing my story, honoring me, thank you. To the neighbors who heard the gunshots and rushed out, who held my family after, thank you. And to anyone listening now, I need you to hear this. Domestic violence is real. It doesn't always look like black eyes and broken bones. Sometimes it looks like control, isolation, silence. And sometimes it ends exactly like this, with a woman lying on the ground calling out for mercy that never comes. If you're in a relationship that doesn't feel safe, get out. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait for it to get better. Don't stay for the kids. Leave the first time they hurt you, not the last. I stayed too long, and now I'm gone. But I'm still speaking, even now. Please, if my story moved you, don't let it end here. Tap the like button to honor my memory. Share this video so others hear my warning. Leave a comment if you've ever been in a relationship like mine or knew someone who didn't survive theirs. And subscribe to this channel, where voices like mine will never be forgotten. Because when we speak for the dead, we protect the living.